With full integration of women in the U.S. Army officially as of this year, women in ROTC at Olivet will be given more opportunity if they choose to sign with the Army.
Every other week, ROTC students test their knowledge of Army concepts in a hands-on experience. Cadets were assigned to defensive and offensive positions, learning the strategy behind each before creating a defensive and offensive plan respectfully.
In the U.S. Army, we like to be on the offensive side, so we like to be the people pushing forward. So they were learning the main components of offensive and defensive.
GANSTER's job is planning and organizing assignments at Olivet, as well as Lewis University and Wheaton College, the other two companies they work with.
GANSTER is one of 7 senior ROTC students at Olivet, 5 of which are women.
Especially this program, I would say women, females kind of run the program. We are given all the opportunities in the world here, and we're not discriminated against or anything, and we're held to a high standard.
GANSTER contracted fall semester of her sophomore year, which means when she graduates, she has a 4-year minimum active duty contract. She wants to serve as a combat engineer, a position that has only been open to women for a little over a year.
There's definitely females that can surpass males and could be better cut out for a job than a male. And if they can live up to the standards and the expectations, then why not?
Sophomore Shayla Kemp has a similar experience. This is Kemp's 2nd year in ROTC, something she chose because she wanted to learn more about serving her country and thought it would be a good place to develop her leadership skills.
We all, I would say, encourage each other equally. We look at each other's strengths and weaknesses, and if I see someone with a weakness, and I'll just point it out and I'll be like, hey, you could do this much better, and they do the same exact thing for me.
Kemp was on the defensive team during this previous lab session. In the classroom, the defensive team planned their strategy and went over hand signals as a way to communicate with each other in the field.
So most of the time we were just waiting. We have to wait and wait and wait for offense to attack. It took longer than expected, but it turned out okay.
Patience is a virtue Kemp is learning in more than just lab. Although she sees herself as a leader, much of the Army is receiving instruction from superiors. But for Kemp, listening is as much a form of leadership as being in charge.
If I see that one of them is being a really good leader, I strive to look like them and be like them, and I would see us all as equals.
For GANSTER and Kemp, ROTC is just the beginning of their service to their country. But beyond that, it's a mission field that God has called them to.
For the women in ROTC, a high standard is set, not only from the Army, but from them as they prepare for leadership positions at Olivet's ROTC and in the field.